got more than enough. Give it all, you know how. Yeah, you know how I give it. I got so much of it. Yeah. See, I made a goal. Now they wanna touch me. Yeah. Drippin' secret sauce everywhere I go. They want the ingredients. Kisses on your neck, got you hella wet. Now you all aggressive. Don't be shy at all. Let's get all involved. So you look different. Hit it from the back, and hit it from the side, and beat it from the front. Yeah, you know how I give it up. Give it all. Yeah. Plenty more of this good stuff. More of this stuff. Yeah. You know how I give it up. Give it up. Yeah. Got more than enough. Give it all. You know how. Yeah. No cap rap. Met lil' mama on Snapchat. Linked up, ate it like a snack wrap. Shot it up, bombs in Baghdad. Yeah, got her attached to me. Loving every moment, you steady coming back to me. Oh, know how I give it up, more than enough. Killed the feds, gotta come get me. Let the scene all messy. Yeah, now she all on the gram with a new someone. I ain't complaining, see it's cool with me though. Cause you know how I give it up. Give it all. Yeah. Plenty more of this good stuff. More of this stuff. Oh, yeah. You know how I give it up. Give it up. Yeah. Got more than enough. Give it all. You know how. Yeah.
Girl with your persona, I would like to get to know ya. Like to get to know ya. Fingers take a glide on your skin. Can I be your controller? Can I operate your wayward grin? Ooh, show me the way to your heart. Ooh, show me the flame to your spark. Love made easy, babe. You beside me. I'm all yours tonight. Touch you gently, babe. Satisfy your taste. I'm all yours tonight. If no one ever told ya, your iridescent eyes outshine the solar. Like to take you over. Have you reaching skies without the wind? Can I be your controller? Can I operate my way?
Yo, Good Peepz, what's up? I'm Sugar Will.
Pretty chill.
And I am Double A. Welcome
to episode. This is 126.
126, yo.
Episode 126.
Ooh.
Ice baby.
Ice baby. That is a great title for the day.
It's cold.
It is
Cold as
cold.
hell
You know
outside.
what I mean? We can't forget about our boy Frequency. What's up, brother? You know what I mean? Listen, good peeps. Listen, we be safe out here, yo. Seriously. Just to start off with that. Yeah, just be safe.
We almost didn't have a show tonight.
as y'all can see, we got,
Switch it up.
we switch it up on y'all a little bit. You know what I mean? We, made it audible. You know what I mean? But y'all find out later why. You know what I mean?
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. So again, if you ain't never seen our show, you know what I mean? We definitely go over rules and regulations. You know what I mean? Double A rule number 1 is, brother.
Good peeps don't argue.
Nah, we
Today.
don't. Yeah, not in front of people. You know what I mean?
We gotta add amendments.
They act like
we
they got home
don't
training in the
argue
day.
in front of people.
Yeah. Rule number 2, pretty chill is.
You have to know how to take a joke.
Yeah, definitely got
This
to
group
take a joke,
definitely.
yo. We don't.
Or it will lead to an argument.
Yeah, we like to have fun on the Good Peeps. You know what I mean? Everything ain't all serious, but
True.
we definitely gonna have a nice topic today, though. But seriously, rule number 3 is mom, chill out. You know, we all got moms here, and sometimes they still think we little and shit. You know what I
They
mean?
forget.
So, rule number 4, pretty chill is
Respect. You have
Yeah.
to show each other respect.
all day. We respect y'all. We got Good Peeps is. We live by our name, Good Peeps. You know what I mean? We rock with everybody. So, and we are alive. We will say that a lot. Some people don't know that, but yeah, we are alive. You know
No
what I
dress
mean?
rehearsal.
Yeah, this ain't. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, rule number 5, double A is.
Listen, subscribe to Good Peeps Live. YouTube channel you watching right now, hit that subscribe button. Tap in.
Yeah.
Like what you see? Hit that like button. Share it with somebody. Yeah, tap in everything Good Peeps. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, double A. We got pretty chill. We got some shit coming up.
February
It's like a Good
14th.
Peeps holiday for us and shit. Yeah.
Every time we do it, it's special.
Yeah.
I
ain't
don't know
gonna
why
hold
y'all
y'all.
keep saying
This
holiday instead of
nigga-
massacre.
No,
'cause
yeah. Oh, here
that's
she
what
go
it
with that
is.
talking.
Massacre for who? For you?
I was
It's for
trying to. I
y'all.
was trying to be cool. You know what I
see,
mean?
we was trying to be nice.
Double A, tell the Good Peeps what we got coming up, bro.
Listen, Saturday, February 14th. Yes, that is Valentine's Day. Good Peeps. We are getting together. We are throwing an event. Who you with? The
Yeah.
event y'all love us for.
Oh,
This
damn.
time, 90s R&B, 3-way battle between
Woo!
me, Double A, Sugar Will, and Pretty Chill,
Yeah.
live at Gemini Venue.
Yeah.
Listen, the tickets are available now. The tickets are moving, so grab yours. Come chill with us. If you want to bring a date, it's gonna be that type of vibe. You want to come by yourself, you want to come with your crew, it's gonna be that type of vibe. We got something for everybody. We're gonna have food there for y'all too. That's part of the ticket.
And what's the theme?
Red light
There we go.
special.
Like
Look at Pretty
special.
Chill
Look
keeping
at
us
the
on point.
thing, you know what I mean?
People gonna
Uh,
think it's about
Trying
Valentine's
to
Day,
test
and it's
this
not.
and
It's,
shit.
it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Nah, it is a vibe, yo. Like I said, it is on Valentine's Day, but we still party. Yeah, it's a party for us. You know what I mean? We gonna be vibing, jamming, all that. You feel me? So
Yeah. Every time we've done Who You With, it's been in front of a packed house.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we
And every time we do it, the first question you get asked, when is the next one?
Yeah,
Well,
so
now you
get
know,
them
February
tickets.
14th. Grab those tickets. Link is up.
yeah, we'll be pushing that shit a lot. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So get those tickets. I know a lot going on with this. We get
Super Bowl's week before. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Super
yeah.
Bowl week is that's the week before. We already knew what that was about. We damn sure ain't competing with no Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're gonna do that to ourselves.
Super Bowl and competing with the Eagles is not a good thing.
Yeah. One of the main reasons we went from Thursday to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday night football ain't want no parts.
Yeah, man, we ain't want no parts of football. That's why you right though. Yeah, you can't compete against football. You know what I
Nah.
mean? So we just like I said, we know the Super Bowl will be the week before. So do your thing. Whatever you do on Super Bowl, you can still do that. And next week is out. Out of it. You know what I
Come
mean?
out. Hang.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Gonna be nice.
222 South White Horse
Oh,
Pike,
yeah.
Stratford, New
Gemini.
Jersey.
Yeah,
Gemini
grown and
venue.
sexy.
It's a beautiful spot. too.
Beautiful
Grown-
spot.
It's very sexy. A very sexy.
Best bathrooms in
venue.
the.
That's what I'm about to say.
in
I was like, I want to
Best
come just to the
bathrooms in
bathrooms
America.
alone.
I've never seen so many bathroom selfies
Yeah.
taken in my life.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, best bathroom. I ain't hands down. They ain't even close. You know what I mean?
You going for them? Nah, the bathroom.
This is nice.
Gotta tell people. I gotta get people out the bathroom, chill. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
I don't know. I might be
parties
in there
out
with
here.
them. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all know how y'all girls get in them bathroom
Yeah,
mirrors.
going over Pretty Chill Settlers. What you think I should play, y'all? we ain't gonna get in that. We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone.
We're not
You ain't
gonna
turn
go
your
there
listen
today.
yet either.
We're not gonna
but that's
go.
cool.
I was gonna turn it in. Actually,
I ain't turned mine in yet.
I was
neither.
gonna.
I-
You
I've been-
turned yours in?
I ain't-
No.
No, not at
I
all.
had-
Of course you did.
I had my joint and still ain't gave it to him yet. I
I
don't know why, but I did.
I said Saturday. I was like, all right, let me turn it in so that Kenny can log everything in. And I was like, yeah, I'll wait till y'all. They think
More
they
like
slick,
you wait till
though.
you have another friends
I
giving and y'all
don't
go over
do
y'all list
that.
again.
We ain't
I didn't-
checked this shit yet.
I
She
didn't-
said.
yeah,
exactly.
The group ain't checked it.
Right.
yet.
They try to switch the narrative up, y'all. Like
We're gonna chill on
all
Pretty
the
Chill. We ain't gonna put her on the
time,
spot. We love
'cause,
her, but you know.
Nah,
So-
she did. I ain't gonna hold you. She did good, but not as good as y'all thought. Yeah,
I was waiting for it because we reviewed it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Will, what's in that cup?
You know what I mean? I'm just saying she did good, but
Not as good
you know
as
how
she thought
you
she
know,
did.
you could be somewhere and it look a different way, and then you see it
It's
another
an abstract
day.
painting. Is that what you're trying to say, Will? It's abstract.
So
Ain't that some shit?
it's horrible to say, but it's like you meet somebody in the club and then you turn the lights on, like,
Yeah.
oh,
So you're trying to say my music list is like,
it
where
wasn't as beautiful
where we
as
going
I
with this,
thought it
y'all? Where
was.
we
I'm
going with
sorry.
it? All right.
Yeah, it's like
It was
wasn't-
good.
It wasn't. You know what I mean?
This is how we started. This is how we started last time.
No, you good. He said it wasn't. You know what I mean?
This is
after
how we
we-
started the last time, and y'all fucked around and found out.
Okay,
that
after
y'all
we
were
did
not. That
it.
y'all were
Oh, that's what
not.
we doing.
Yes, that's what it is. Y'all-
After we did the breakdown of the whole shit, it was like, you know what?
I won.
You came in.
She
You came in.
won.
I still won.
She
I
came in
still
second,
won.
third, a
No,
lot on
I
those
didn't.
rounds.
Second and third.
A lot on those rounds. The
She
first
started-
two rounds was the third.
Usually in any event, if you start 3 back-to-back losses, you shot.
Spades, you off the table.
Every round, y'all came up with context
We
and
was
everything
both
else,
in
like
agreement.
about the
She had
backstory,
2
what happened in
back-to-backs
the
off
studio.
the
Like,
rip.
ain't nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm sorry.
We was in agreement. 2 back-to-backs.
I don't
off
want
the
to look
rip.
like
I
it's
wonder
two men
why.
jumping a lady.
It
I
looks
did.
exactly
With who
like
you with,
that.
we don't
I
care.
feel
Nah,
that
we-
way.
no.
I feel that
Everybody gets it.
No, that's why we gave it to her at the spot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But when we broke it down, you know,
Behind closed doors, in
Yeah,
front of
I
y'all,
still
we
won.
got to let y'all know what
We
it
was
really
gentlemen
The people
outside.
the people spoke.
Nah, we was gentlemen outside. I
The
said,
people spoke.
it's a good look.
That's cool. We're gonna let it ride.
Like I said, and you prettier than us, so it works.
Well, let's
like
just
that.
keep the good times going for the next round too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
I don't feel as generous as I did before. I'm telling you right
Good
now.
mom, what up? What up? Listen, like I said, if you missed it, February 14th.
Yes.
Who
come out,
you with?
y'all.
Honestly, I know I could be a little biased, but I think it's one of the best shows as far as parties out, as far as how we do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying this. This is what people tell me after the shit. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You feel me, Double A? They be,
Yeah.
they
This
be
is
like,
this is real feedback here.
This is real feedback. Niggas be like, yo, I never did one of these. I was like, yeah, cause we just made the shit up.
Yeah.
yeah, we just.
Our baby.
Yeah, this is our
R.I.P.
baby. You know what I mean? So again,
You want to know the number one question I got after the
what happened?
I'm waiting
when is
for it.
Will wearing the shiny
Shiny what?
shiny suit?
Shiny suit.
They want to see me in a mace suit. You know what I mean? Like, nah. They wanna-
February 14th.
They
Come
would-
on out.
They want to see Will in the shiny suit.
I don't know what I
Come
might
on
do.
out.
Percolating.
And
That's
it's-
what they want to
Oh
see.
yeah, I had that shiny jacket on. That's what it was.
That was a good
I
time.
had the black shiny jacket.
That's what the
I had the
people wanna
MJ
know.
jacket.
Sure
on.
did.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And it's my birthday. Yeah, don't forget that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's gonna be birthday boy year right here. You know what I mean? Celebrate my birthday that night. You know it's Sunday.
He gonna go
but,
back up top with it.
Man, I just I had
For those
fun on-
watching the broadcast, when we say up top, we talking
North
about North
Jersey.
Jersey.
You gotta know how to
North Jersey footwork.
Footwork. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
make sure we drink a Gatorade
Yeah.
and
Nah,
stretch.
I think I retired last year on my footwork. He almost died.
Yeah.
You was there and witnessed.
I was there.
it.
He went off and then almost went off the scene. Where Will at?
Where Will at?
Over there.
Over there. I think we need to call the ambulance.
Towel in his face.
Yo,
I didn't see him the rest of the
I
night.
could not breathe, bro.
And we rode together, and I didn't see him the rest of the night.
I couldn't breathe after that percolator. I was like, oh yeah, I'm done. You know what I mean? Them days is gone. You know what I mean? Again, I'm definitely gonna have fun. we got the who you with and birthday. You know, all
2
the
for 1.
Aquariuses come out. You know what I mean? That's Aquarius time.
Oh,
So
God,
I know how everybody love us. You know what I mean?
Aquarius.
Right.
I know.
Okay.
I know how all
Crickets.
everybody love Aquarius. I don't
The
even
thoughts
like.
and views of this
I
podcast.
don't even like to say my sign to people and shit.
You
They always-
shouldn't. You shouldn't. Keep that shit to yourself.
Say keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. They like,
I
oh, he
never-
difficult already.
Every time
Oh,
I say
Lord.
Aquarius, I get the same look. I'm like, we can't all be bad. You know what I mean?
All right. So let's move on to the 7-minute drill
Oh.
before we make this about Aquarius all
Yeah.
day.
Oh,
so
yeah,
the,
yeah.
the
Birthday
topic
boy.
of the show, y'all, is ice, baby. But what we're gonna talk about to start off is how cold it is outside. So
shit.
story time. I made the worst mistake. I call myself timing the snow to go out and shovel. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the snow to slow down. Cause I'm looking at the reels. I'm looking at my boys. They're like, yo, I just shoveled, and it looked like I didn't shovel. All right, I had a genius moment. You know what? I'm gonna wait till the snow slows down.
You said you had a what?
I had what I thought was a genius moment.
Oh. I thought you
Now I
said
was
I
going-
had jeans on. I was going to say, what did that?
I had a
Yeah.
genius moment.
Yeah, he did.
What I thought
I ain't gonna
was,
front. You gonna keep your story, but you ain't the only one that thought this way. Go ahead, keep going.
So- let me wait for the snow to slow down because I know it's going to turn to sleet. Wait for the snow to transition. Then I go out there, shovel, salt. The rest is water. We good. No, that sleet came right in with the heavy snow.
Yeah.
So I go out. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's light now. Like, oh no, this is not light. This is rain.
Rain.
I'm shoveling just from the back porch to the studio, and it is the heaviest snow, the heaviest 5 inches of snow I've ever had to lift.
Yeah.
By the time I was done, I'm like, yo, I feel like I was doing farm walks with 100-pound kettlebells. I'm like, you know what?
Listen,
I'm gonna come
bro.
back out later tonight, which is Sunday night.
Right.
Mistake.
Bad mistake. I come
Mistake.
outside, I'm stepping on the snow, but my foot is not making any footprints. I'm like, oh no, no, I didn't dig my car out.
I'm gonna need a jackhammer.
And y'all been to my spot. I
Yeah.
have the longest driveway.
Yeah, you
Yes.
gotta drive
In the
west.
world.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way, bro.
And the Kubota that we have is broke down, so I couldn't use that to like plow out.
Yeah,
So I didn't have no machinery.
Plastic shovels is no use.
And I was just on the phone the day before talking about a snowblower. Like, you know what? It ain't worth it because it don't snow like that anymore.
Child.
Listen,
I've never been so mad in my life. It wasn't until today that I actually drove my car. It took me 45 minutes to get my car out of the snow that they were
Damn.
stuck in.
Yeah.
And I got a Ford Explorer.
damn.
Yeah.
The
Is it-
roads is clear, but as soon as you
Them
pull into
driveways.
my driveway,
Yeah,
Glacier Ridge,
yeah.
my tires are not making any tracks in
Yeah.
the driveway.
Like I said,
Yeah.
we both country. Yeah, we grew up, so we know about some shoveling. Believe me, you know what I mean. This is a different year of
I
shoveling.
had to get a
dog.
real shovel
You know what I mean?
just to
Like,
crack the
Oh,
snow.
trust
Yeah.
me, my backyard, because I what is that? Sodded the backyard and the front yard.
uh-huh.
So it's all like what's that? There's
Gravel.
no grass. It's all just
yeah,
like
Soil.
just soil.
yeah. So when I say everything is completely solid. Like if you walk in my backyard, you're literally on ice skating rink.
Yeah.
There's no like you said, there's no
I
penetration at
fell
all.
today. It was
Crazy.
not fun.
I had one of them fake falls. Like I caught myself,
Whoa,
but
whoa, whoa.
it looked
Not a
probably
fake
it probably
fall.
have been better just to fall because I was doing
Pull everything in the process.
Yeah, you grab and shit, you can't really grab. There ain't nothing there to reach for it. I was like, I probably should have just fell, man.
How is you gonna get up, Will?
Listen, I don't know. Not you hit this
Listen.
shit. It's like falling on the street.
I was gonna say, how did you get up? Did you roll?
So I'll walk y'all through that. For those that don't know, I'm 6'7" for real.
Yeah.
So I'm with a real shovel getting this ice away from my tire, not realizing I have no traction on the
Oh, yeah,
ground.
No traction.
So all that force coming down, foot
I tried to
went
warn him, yo.
forward.
I did. You ain't throw that out there. Tried to warn him.
this happened before.
Oh, all right.
So this happened before the warning.
Oh, okay.
Feet went forward. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fall straight back. 'Cause if I try to fight it, I'm gonna hurt myself. I just embraced the back fall. And I'm like, my mindset is either I'm going to break the ice or the ice is going to break me. Fall back, I see air leave my mouth like, huh.
I'm telling you, this
It
is
knocked the wind out of you.
I barely cracked the ice. I just sat there and just laughed like, you can't make this up.
yo.
My feet in the air.
This
back
is a
on the
different
ground.
kind of snow, yo. I mean, all the guys is at work complaining about their backs. I mean, I ain't heard a man yet not say his back wasn't hurting. You know what I mean? Like, seriously.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure some girls was out
make some
there.
appointments with Pretty
Just
Chill.
make
That's
some
just
appointments, y'all.
Yeah, pretty chill. Get that
that
thing
back
right.
fixed.
You know what I mean? But
Get your back cracked.
listen, yo, we've been around for a while, bro. This is different.
Never
Like,
seen.
Yeah.
I did the opposite. Luckily for me, wifey had to work the next day. You know what I mean? Because I was gonna do the same shit you did.
Wait it out and be stuck.
I was gonna do the same shit you did, right? So I was like, she's like, I gotta go. I was like, damn, she gotta go to work early. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it while it's still soft. You know what I mean? But when I got out there, it was sleet teen. You know what I mean? I was out there in the sleet, but it was still soft. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I did that, and then I realized, I'm like, yo, this shit gonna be all ice tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like,
It was ice that night.
yeah, I know. And they saying it's not getting no better because
We're supposed to be getting
I
more
was about to
snow.
say, I was about to say it's supposed to do it what, Saturday?
yeah. And this shit ain't melting, so that just adding on to this shit. You know what I mean?
I'm not going
They
nowhere.
say 17 degrees. Today was 18. Yeah, 17, 18 degrees today. Like, no, this is disrespectful weather.
I saw a reel. I saw a reel where a guy, he's shoveling his sister's side street parking space out. Say, oh man, all you dudes that talk to my sister,
I
don't call
seen that
don't
joke
call her
too.
no
I know
more.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Don't lose
Yeah.
her number.
I
I'm
seen
out here
that.
digging my sister out, and all you dudes that trying to tell me, don't y'all
said,
call
yeah.
her no more.
If
Don't
I
y'all
see
text her
you,
no more if I
boom.
see you.
Yeah, a lot
They
of guys
said,
posted
ping.
stuff like that. It
Pew,
was like,
pew.
if he ain't call you to come and get you out of the snow or come and shovel your thing, he ain't.
If I gotta
serious
shovel you
about
out, then he's
That's what they said.
disqualified.
We was talking about
Yeah.
that. A lot of these ladies is out here real sad.
Don't call
you know
me
what
no
I mean?
more.
Yeah.
Hold And on the other side of it, you seen all the reels because y'all saw Why Did I Get Married? Jill Scott played the part of Sheila. It's like, girls, I know what y'all doing. This is whether that Sheila got her man, and y'all better get out here.
Yeah, I think in the plans you need to keep. We were just talking about at least keep one in the wintertime because this. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine a woman trying to chisel out of this shit right now. I ain't no chauvinist.
I can't imagine
I
chiseling out
can't
of
get
this.
out of it. You ain't getting out of it.
I'm about to say, me and my son was out there. That's what I said. Chop, push.
Key word.
Chop,
You
chop.
and
You
your son.
and your son.
Now, but no, you want to know why? Because he's also 16, and we already talked about
No,
these kids.
you
and they
and
work-
your
work
you.
ethic.
But
The key thing
had
we're
help.
saying is that
We talking
and.
about by
We talking about
ourselves.
solo.
I shoulda
Solo.
did it.
We out here solo. Solo dolo chiseling through these glaciers. Because that's what they are.
Please not these glaciers.
Like, when did this become? I was on a conference call at work, and one of the people that were on the call was from Kentucky. They said they got 13 inches in Kentucky, bro.
Oh.
When in the history of since we've been alive
Yeah.
that the United States had a snowstorm, not a section.
Yeah, the whole.
The
whole-
U.S. had
yeah.
a snowstorm. When did we ever experience
Yeah, they
that?
said the only people who didn't get anything was Florida, and I seen people in bathing suits in Florida.
It's 83 degrees in Miami right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, it was like Florida decided not to participate in winter this year.
Yeah.
Florida don't participate in COVID. They don't
Yeah.
participate in snowstorms.
Yeah, that's it.
I think
agree
Florida
with
on to something.
I'm about to say if I agree with their laws, I'd move out there. But,
Ice, yo, like I said, this is a different kind of winter, y'all. Like I said, I don't know what, like I said, usually you got some weather that come. It usually get warmer after it snows. Like that's how it is. So the snow can melt. It don't get the coldest ever. Now all the snow piles, they the snow piles gonna be around probably for like at least in 2 months. Yeah, at least 2 months. Yeah, especially if we get
That's
another.
crazy in the blizzard of '93, bro.
Yeah, especially if we get
96.
another.
96.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
I got a what's that Bill Cosby moment. I was like, you know, he'd be like, I walked in the snow 5 miles barefoot. We walked. I grew up in Palmyra. We had a thing called the Legion, and it was all like basically like almost like a baseball field that we had to cut through to get to school. So we had to walk 3 miles through the Legion that they never plowed. It was just straight up ice in '96, right? Because you couldn't walk on the street because they only plowed enough for cars to get through. So we couldn't even walk through there. But when these punk ass kids are talking about 2 inches, I'm like,
I was in college.
we survived '96.
And that was after school was closed for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have. Our school wasn't closed.
What?
Oh, we didn't.
Wow.
I swear to God, we were pissed off.
We was in the school to the middle of June because of this closures because of
No.
'93,
Nigga, I was
No,
in
'96.
we
college.
always got out around the 18th.
We
of
were
June,
stuck in our
okay?
dorms. We couldn't even
Always.
get out our dorms, yo. That's how bad
Ask,
it was.
if anybody on this thing is from Palmyra, ask them about '96.
Oh, y'all whole administration got fired for that.
Yeah, we had
They
just
said
2
y'all
hour
just need a
delays.
couple delays so we could get these
That
paths.
was it. Yeah, they didn't play that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
back in the
Oh,
day
no,
we didn't really.
and we didn't have busing. Everybody that lived in Palmyra had to walk to school.
Oh, that's
got
why
drove
they
to
ain't
school.
canceled because y'all was walkers.
Yeah, we had to walk, but it was like a 3-mile walk at least.
Yeah, that's
for
why.
some of us.
Cause
Yes.
Because they ain't really
Because
that.
so I live like almost where the Tacony Bridge is at.
Yeah.
So from there to if you cross over the train track,
Yeah.
the Charles Street, that's where we had to go to. That's like That's right
a
before
nice
you get to
little
Cinnamon.
walk.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice
That's
little walk.
crazy.
Yeah.
But back in the day, like I said, you know that
It
you
was
know
built
why
different.
you know it was, but they ain't got to worry about the safety as much as for walkers.
Shit.
You know what I
Can't
mean?
walk. The thing we're little kids.
But you gotta think
Our
the bus
winter
drive.
break was 2
You have
weeks,
a bus.
baby.
You have an accident in that shit. That's a lawsuit for real. Like
Yeah,
that.
but we weren't even.
that's
in
why
high
they
school.
don't play that
This was
shit.
elementary school.
That's why they be
I
canceling
mean, this
school
was middle
now.
school. This was
Huh?
middle school.
Yeah, but I'm telling you the reason why they do it now because it's like a
Okay.
liability thing. You know what I mean? They don't
They
want
care
no
about our
bus
lives back
driver
then.
crashing.
They barely paying the teachers as is already.
Yeah. They like nigga, a little bit of snow flurry. Oh, school canceled. You know what I mean? We ain't got
Especially down south, they don't have the infrastructure for it.
Yeah.
That's why it's such
Yeah.
a scare down there.
Yeah, that's why they saw.
Matter of fact, it was like what Georgia had like 80-something thousand residents without power the first night.
Yeah, my family, some of my family's out in Georgia, and even with like their hills and stuff, they don't have the trucks that are driving around with the ice, so everybody's sliding into each
Yeah,
other. and
They
stuff
got
like that.
they
Yeah,
got
it's
they got
messed
one
up.
salt truck for the entire state.
Yeah,
That's
You
what
see
I'm
how
saying.
they do that shit over in them other countries though? How they scoop snow? They get rid of snow, not
They
They
what?
get rid of the snow, like nigga. They got like a, you know how
that
they.
makes sense.
Yeah, they
What
got
else?
like a big ass like 18-wheeler truck, like dump truck, right? That goes down the street with like a attachment, like you know how they do the leaf blower joint when they grab your leaves, but it grabs
So
the
they
snow.
actually take the snow
an
somewhere.
They
incinerator.
actually take the
But
snow.
I mean, with all this technology, nobody came up with that out here yet.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, man.
Probably cutting costs.
Yeah, it's cutting. You know,
Yeah, so you got to spend money to do that.
But think about it. You know how
This is
much
Germany
business,
and
but
Japan.
think about how much
These
business you
niggas.
would get if you're the only person that can get rid of it. There's people like I would pay for
Oh,
somebody.
you're
to
talking
come-
about somebody owning a company that actually does it.
Yeah.
Nah,
Huh?
this is-
But that's the Department of Transportation is state ran.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like the fact
Yeah.
that here,
they don't
even
do it.
private, like, do you know how we would rack up
Contracts.
to have a full driveway or to have a full
Yeah,
parking spot
I'll give
right
you one word.
now?
I'll give you one word. Contracts.
Yeah.
You gotta have contracts to do that on these roads,
No, I know, but
which
you
belong to the state.
right, but you can
she
get.
right,
I know
dog.
people. I
You-
have.
you-
No,
I
I
have-
agree
I
with
have
it.
You
friends,
think about it, if you got a
I have
joint
friends who are
like that when you
contracted
say I
with
get
with
rid
the
of the
state
snow.
to do snow removals. Now,
Yeah, he caking.
I know a few people. Yeah, yes, I
He
know a few people that have
caking.
government and state contracts
Mhm.
that do snow removal with just regular.
RFPs.
That do regular like that have like a what is that Ford 250, not 150, like the 250s or 350s,
Yeah, with
450s,
the trucks,
whatever
yeah,
that can
yeah.
hold the scooper.
Yeah,
So yeah, if you had a thing that was melting ice, what you would
yeah,
cake.
yeah, you would cake. Yeah, to get to just
First of all,
tell
that's
me.
my IP, y'all. I just want to point that out. I want,
Yeah,
I want
I
10%.
hear you. That's a good. That's
Thoughts
a,
and
that's
views
I
belong
I
to
would-
me.
I want 10%.
That's a good plug right there to get rid of. Like, it's
Hell
one thing to
yeah.
just shovel it to the side. Because if you in the city, you really hate. You know what I mean? Because they they shoveling you right. Yeah, he still
You shovel out and get shoveled right back in.
Yeah.
But think about it. If
okay.
they're heating it up and melting, all it's gonna do is turn into water. But you
know.
can continuously go.
I know.
Shit, go down the drain. What?
I know. Go right down the goddamn drain.
Shit. In the city too?
That's
What?
that's terrible. We ain't doing that.
I'm about to pay
money.
That's terrible.
Costs
We ain't doing that, bro.
money.
And
Yeah,
it,
but
and it
it'd be
makes
worth
so
it.
much sense.
It was worth it. It would be worth
Like
it.
she like
I
like
agree.
she said the shit just melts the water.
It just melts into. I mean, yeah, you're just putting it down the drain. It's,
Yeah, you just
Put it
the
through a
harm?
filter and
Yeah.
drink it, baby.
Yo.
shit, that's another thing you could do. Yeah, reserve. Listen,
Yeah, they could cake off that.
I got that snow water.
I got that
I
snow
got that
water.
snow
Look,
water
whoever decides to do this, I want 10%.
with the
He
huggies.
said snow water. They don't get no purer than
Yeah.
that.
Look, they got Brita's filtered hell and that shit. Look, whatever.
Young Jeezy snow water.
Yeah, what
I'm coining
who
it
said
right
that?
now.
That's a good. They right though. They said we don't get enough snow every year for
Don't
that to be. For that to
Don't
be.
matter.
You
That's
just
a,
would
that's,
have
that's a
to-
heavy
That one,
investment to.
but think about it. That one day, think,
Yeah, you
even
would
if
hate-
you,
yeah,
that
you right.
one day,
Yeah, you
because
would.
think about it.
You would kill.
That one day in all different kinds of counties, all throughout
Hell
different
yeah, you
states.
right.
What you would set yourself
No
up for the
sleep.
year?
But that's
These
a
are
problem.
no sleep.
Damn.
We're
I
not
don't
we're not
care.
we're not guaranteed to get that the following year. So
Yeah.
you're
But
making
you're
this you're making this heavy investment. Again, back to my point of me not getting a snow blower because
Yeah.
in my years of living, once you go past 96, we can count on one hand how many snowstorms we really had.
Correct, but you still had it every year. It was guaranteed you had one. Even
Nah.
if they weren't, yes, it was. Every year there's
Nah,
was snow, but
nah,
not
we
here.
ain't been getting hit like that,
Nah.
yo. Nah.
We
What
have
year-
not-
What
we've
name
had-
one
we've
year
had-
since '96 we
Nah,
didn't get
nah,
snow.
you ain't
So
you
that's
don't shovel
different.
enough.
We had
I
snow.
do. I'm a hustler. And
Listen,
ask anybody about me. I'll
We've
go
had
out there and
we've
shovel and
had
get some
snow,
money.
but we haven't had a snowstorm.
No, I know, but I'm not disagreeing.
And I'm
with
speaking
it's
about
something like
Jersey
this.
for everybody that's listening. I'm speaking
Yeah.
about South Jersey specifically.
Yeah.
We've had snow, but we've not had a snowstorm.
And that
shit.
part is fine, but it has at least snowed.
Dots.
Barely. We
Yeah,
had we had a
barely.
year where we got a
We
dusting.
had that. No, we had that shit where you
I
could
don't
throw
know
some
about
salt
it. I
down
don't
and
know about
it
it.
was
I don't
good.
know.
You
You
know,
didn't need salt.
shit.
I feel
The
like
wind
it would
blew
be
it
good.
away
Yeah,
by the
nah.
afternoon.
Nah, we ain't.
It was like
getting
2
hit
years
like
ago.
that.
Like I think it was 2 years ago. We didn't get snow
We've
at
been
all.
getting lucky. Yeah, we've been getting lucky, Ash. Yeah,
Yeah, we
been
didn't get. There was a year.
as far as snow
since 2020, there was a
around
year
here,
that we didn't
been
get
getting
snow at all.
I don't
Yeah,
know
we
about
been-
And that was the whole point of me saying, like, there's no point in me getting a snow blower because I'm paying all this money to use it maybe once.
I mean,
and
you
here
got,
we go, we get
who
this.
Yeah, they got a point. Like some people think that way. Like I said, but in Pretty Chill's way, you just don't sleep that week. Them
I
them
don't
couple
care. I'll
days.
go without
Them
sleep.
couple days, you banking it. You know what I mean?
I'll go without
Yeah.
sleep. I know it's gonna. I know what it's for. If I have a goal, I don't care.
Yeah,
Kelly,
you,
what up?
yeah, you
Eric,
gon'
what up?
you gonna bank that day for real.
Collective
yeah.
Mike, what's going on?
E-
Shout
like
out
I
people in the
said,
good mob.
even if you get three or 4 days out of the winter, you
You
going.
can set yourself up for the year.
I know.
But then what
As a
about the
side job,
following year?
As a,
You just-
what I'm
that's
saying
again
is
what
that
it
you can
is.
still have businesses. You know what I mean? Business like you don't. What I'm saying, it doesn't.
You
have
gotta
to be so
pray at least
severe,
snow once.
But you have
bad.
people that just don't want to go.
Just go to
That's gonna
Buffalo.
melt it, and you
Oh,
can
yeah, you
basically
can
have
do
your
that.
whole lot.
You could do
You
that.
got school districts. My daughter's school district sucks. I mean, school area
Uh-huh.
sucks.
Yeah.
Like
But
3
look at
parking
the-
spots are taken.
He
with
made a
just
good idea. You
snow.
can take that shit and go like New York gets some snow.
But that's my point. You can take it anywhere. It's your
Yeah.
vehicle. It's your
Yeah.
truck.
Gotta have that commercialized in these states.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Listen,
a great
Linda,
idea. It's just a process. It's just back.
I guess what I would sign every goddamn document.
I-
if I'm
yeah, me
guaranteed.
I know you would.
Me
I would
too.
sign every document to
I know
make
you
sure
would.
that's ensuring me.
That's a hell of a
contract.
deal.
I
You
make
know
the
what I mean?
beans and
And
the
it's a
rice.
part-time job. It's not my full. What? Pay my mortgage up for the year.
I know if you had an idea of how to melt frozen ice and shit and
be
get
what's
through
going
that
on.
joint fast and shovel,
Yeah.
you the cake too. Because this shit is ice. A regular shovel right now is useless. It is. It is.
Completely
It is
Yeah.
useless.
useless.
Yeah, a regular
My
shovel.
back is proof.
Yeah. Regular shovel. If you waited too late, like Double A said,
You need
You
would you
messed
say sugar?
up.
You need an ice pick.
Yeah, you need ice pick.
Yuck.
And then you need
You got to
some-
put spikes on your
Yeah,
boots.
you need some special shoes just to stand on.
These
this shit.
regular tech boots I got is not, it ain't cutting it.
Yeah, man, this is different snow. So hey, we be careful out there, y'all, for real. You know what I mean?
Like the light is literally reflecting off
It
of
looks beautiful,
the
though.
ground.
It
It's
do.
pretty, but I'm like,
It do.
it looks painful.
I see.
There's a word for it. I was watching.
We should go.
last
We
year,
should go
Married at First Sight.
snowboarding somewhere. Yo, this shit would be crazy somewhere. I didn't mean to cut you off, but snowboard.
Maybe I put
Too
on some
old.
ice skates.
The way my bones are set up, I can't.
I ain't
My
mean to cut
joints
you
and
off. Go
stuff.
ahead,
No,
Ash.
you're fine.
No, go ahead.
No, it wasn't Married at First Sight. It was Love is Blind. It's a word for the way that the sun hits when it snows. It's
Ooh.
like it's beautiful.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
but
that
it's
shit.
a word
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm gonna look at.
Yeah, that
beautiful.
that little glisten off the ice.
Yes.
The water glisten all over your
This
body. Say what? I said how the water glisten all over your body.
You can't even explain the shit. It looks so beautiful. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right, pretty chill. That's a different look,
And
bro.
it's
For
peaceful
real.
man.
too.
It
Like if you
is.
just look at it, just blazing. Like this is really nice.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Yo. So listen, I don't know how many times. Like I said, I've been around a long time. I ain't never really seen it like this, where you get ice patches and shit situation, but the whole shit is frozen. I seen the Schuylkill frozen. You know what I mean? And the Schuylkill is frozen.
That's insane. That is ridiculous. You're like, that dirty pond is frozen? All those chemicals in there?
Yeah, I seen the Schuylkill was
Gotta be
frozen the
careful,
other day. I said,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, man, shit is rough. Yeah, nigga, it's different."
I think you're talking about the high albedo effect.
Huh?
The snow reflecting off of,
I
the sun
you-
reflecting off the snow.
I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna let you know because it was a word and it was it. What's it called?
Albedo.
It's a
maybe.
high
Yeah,
albedo effect.
I just learned something. I mean,
I know. When she said it,
Use your Googles.
use your Google.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. to see
Nah,
what
that's
it
a good. Yeah, like I said, I know it's pretty.
I'll
too.
Google.
That
I'll
shit is
Google
a good-
a phrase in a minute. But,
No, she said, listen, you know
It's-
my
it's
best
so
friend.
bad
She's
if
like,
you
why
got-
do you know about Kentucky bluegrass? I just went down the rabbit hole.
It ain't like you can go outside and watch it. You gotta watch that bitch from the window because it's freezing.
Go outside. You're gonna be looking at it from a different angle. Different point of view altogether.
Right.
Can't enjoy it outside. You gotta see it through the
Yeah.
window.
Right.
Shout out to the Good Mob. Good Mob, get in the chat. Tell me how you've been handling this this ice rink we dealing with, because it
Yeah.
ain't snow.
Nah,
It
this-
is
it's
pure
nice.
ice. You can take a pick out there and put it in your glass and chill your drink. That's how solid that ice is outside.
It is different, bro. I'm glad I even shoveled a path for when it was soft for my trash can. Like, you know how you gotta move the trash.
I don't think my trash can make it to the curb this week, bro.
Oh,
I ain't gonna
hell
hold
no,
you.
Mine was
shit.
in the middle of the street. Has he brought it to the thing? He went and pulled it back up. And he put it right on top of the.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, your
And
shit.
it-
Is,
I mean, it's.
oh yeah,
nowhere,
your shit is
yeah.
frozen into the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not making it to the. I'm sorry. The trash is not making it to
Yeah,
the
your
curb.
shit- yeah, if you
They've
ain't-
been to my, so they know where the cans are at. It's behind the fence.
Oh yeah,
That's part one.
Yeah, you done.
Oh.
I'm not going to be able to open that door,
Well, you
and
better
I'm
get
not
it-
walking
You
it all
better
the way
get on
around.
it. You're gonna miss 2 weeks if you don't get it. You know, 2 weeks of Miss Trash is a problem.
Listen, man, we're gonna do what we used to do: load the back of the rig up and drive to drive to a complex like
Oh yeah, drive
Jefferson
somewhere.
Village.
Jefferson.
Oh yeah. Open it up real quick.
Don't be this somebody else's shit. Cause like you missed 2 weeks of trash, nigga. We got a situation down this shit.
Yeah,
man.
I
it
got
is.
some gangster like squirrels or raccoons. They be high fiving
Oh
on my
yeah,
trash.
yeah. I bet they do.
They
2
are
weeks of
ruthless.
trash.
I swear, and nobody believes me until like if you sat
Squirrels
out
and
in front
raccoons
of
and
the.
Negroes. I'm telling you.
Listen,
'Cause
if
it's
you
about
sit
to
out
snow
in front
again,
of my
like I
yard
said.
and you watch and you're
It's-
like, yo, they're
not
very
looking forward to that.
disrespectful.
It's gonna snow again, and this shit is not melting. So that's what I
Yeah.
said. You about to be back in
Yeah.
2 weeks. The trash, man.
I'm about to hit up Walmart tomorrow and load up. Because if it
what?
snow like they say it's gonna snow, y'all not gonna see me nowhere.
They said they did get a lot of niggas though with this like this false like telling people it was about to be the end of the world type shit.
It was. For some.
Did they get all the toilet paper again? What went first?
Wait, can I just ask a question about that? What is the theory? It's like everybody's shitting a lot. Like,
Yeah.
what is this? What's
Yo.
the toilet paper?
I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah.
It's,
I don't know why you need a lot more.
that
But
was the
it's like
craziest
20
thing with
things to talk
COVID.
about. Like, what is going on?
The only thing, like all
Yeah, you
the
like
healthy
chilling,
food.
shitting more, or what's going on?
Toilet paper though?
I guess because nobody's really, a lot of people shit at work.
But how many times are you shitting at work?
Where are we going here?
Let's talk, no,
What
like,
is happening?
like
I'm
let's
just
talk
saying,
about this. How many
now
times you go to the
everybody
bathroom
just
at
stuck
work?
at home all day, you know what I mean? Yeah, you just using one toilet, you know what I mean? So
But
I
how
don't
many
know.
times are you shitting at work?
I mean, I'm just saying it you can break it down in the house. If you got a big household, maybe some, you know what I mean? Now everybody
Only time I could go at work, it has to be an emergency, man. I
People-
can't.
I clean bathrooms for, you know what I mean? I'm a janitor. People act like they don't go to shit at work. It be a
Oh, no,
lot
a lot
of
of
shit.
people do.
No,
I'm not saying people don't.
No,
I'm saying for me, it got to be an emergency.
No,
I know-
I get that, but
I
I'm
know
just
people's
saying, like,
routine is
'Cause I seen people come out the stall and not wash their hands. I'm like,
but I'm saying, like,
ugh.
they're buying like 4
Frequency,
things of
dog.
toilet paper. Like,
Niggas
what
got
is that
routines
about?
and shit.
It's 10 o'clock. Break time.
You know what I mean? So don't start that all shit at work stuff. You know what I mean?
It got to be an emergency for me. I'm
that's,
too paranoid.
that's what
like,
everybody's saying. Shit. You know what I mean?
I
Like I
go
said,
when
I
I
clean
feel
for a
like
living.
it.
You know what I mean?
Not to say that wasn't an emergency. I'm just saying. Like,
I
yeah.
clean for a living. I know what happens behind closed doors.
It was you. You seen Bobby?
yeah. Hell, y'all can say all that shit like you want to, nigga. I see it with my own eyes, bro. Women, men, all,
That's
everybody.
too
So,
Funny.
again,
man.
that's our Ice baby as far as the snow segment. You know what I mean?
Ooh, all right.
Listen, Double A,
Deep breath.
this is our topic. Listen again.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't here February 14th. Get them tickets now.
Yes.
Who you with?
Who you with at Gemini venues? 90s R&B. It's gonna be a super vibe. Double A versus Pretty Chill versus Sugar Will.
Gemini.
At Gemini venue. Get your tickets now. Tickets are moving fast. Like I said, it's on Valentine's Day. It's called the Red Light Special. That don't mean, you gotta come with a date. You can come with your crew. You can bring a date. You can come by yourself. Either way, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah,
We got food for
the
y'all.
illest playlist.
She always says she got the illest playlist, but when we play it back,
I
she
got the
doesn't have the
illest
illest playlist.
Wait till Kenny see it. You can be like, "Ooh, Ashley, yeah, what?"
He gonna say, "Ooh, Ashley, they used that already." But okay,
No,
Yeah,
I would have only picked 4 songs y'all had on there. I'm just letting y'all know.
you lying.
No, I'm not.
You would have definitely
Four
lost.
songs.
I mean, you picked 4 our Jones when you was doing the battle in here. The one, the first.
Exactly.
I did.
It's still lost.
I would only pick
But,
4.
again,
And it's still lost.
Again,
Badly.
Whatever.
Get out
That's not the
there.
point.
It's a bias, but
Listen,
anyway.
the topic tonight, Double A, we already touched on it. If you watch Good
We just-
Peepz,
yeah.
we touched on this topic before, but when it first started,
Right.
you know what I mean? We was a little new to this. We ain't know how it was going, how it was going, man. You know,
But I got to admit, you called some things that was going to
Yeah,
happen, and they wound up
I'ma
happening.
let you-
So what are we talking about?
Go
You
ahead,
know,
Double
obviously it was a spin on Ice, Baby Wire, because it's cold outside. We had some jokes about, making sure this is a good time to have a significant other because it's
Yeah.
cold outside.
Mhm.
But the real topic is a topic that we can't escape, right? We talking about ice.
yeah,
We talking about ice, right?
not
The
snow
thing
ice.
the thing that I don't want to say is bothering me. I could say it does bother me a lot. I have people that I'm cool with that are on both sides of this thing, and the problem that I have with what's going on, besides the obvious, is the misinformation. My thought is always going to be, whatever side you choose, just know what you're choosing and why you're choosing it. Know what's really going on, and if you're gonna make a decision and stand on it, just make sure you're standing on facts. Don't stand on something that you assume, because it's the worst thing that can happen is you choose wrong because of misinformation.
Mhm.
So let's get a couple things out the way. What is ICE. It's the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is a federal law enforcement agency under the Department of Homeland Security. Now, ICE was established in 2003. That's let's get that out the way. And I think we talked about that before. Everybody wants to credit our current president with ICE. That's not true. This is 2003. This is coming off of Bush, September 11th, Freedom Act. This is where ICE is coming into play. Now, they're supposed to focus on enforcing immigration laws, preventing terrorism, and investigating illegal trade. And it manages immigration detention and removals with key operations, including enforcement and removal operations, ERO, and Homeland Security Investigations, HSI. Now, their mission, what it's supposed to be, investigate transnational crime and enforce immigration law within the U.S., target criminal offenders, and manages the detention and removal process. Their locator system, the online detainee locator system, allows finding individuals in custody. The rights section is individuals have constitutional rights when encountering officers, including the right to remain silent. Expansion reports indicate efforts to increase deportations to 1 million annually.
So I want to ask you real quick, and then you can keep. Are these guys cops?
No.
Okay, let's just get that out the way. Yeah, these guys are not cops. So
Not at all.
yeah, they're not cops. So,
ICE agents are trained separately, and we talked about it last time. Their training time was cut down significantly. So they only 47 days. 47 so now it's 47 days.
It can be ICE.
I've never been at a job where you can train for less than 90.
Not to be dealing with people too. You got to deal with people and weapons and shit. Like, oh yeah, not 47 days, dog. There ain't no way in hell.
What was it prior to? Do you know what it was prior?
It was 6 weeks.
90, it was like 90. Yeah, it started, like I said,
8 weeks. Then it got down to 6 weeks, and now it's not even 5.
We talked about it earlier. Like I said, y'all don't get to hear our conversations, but we talked about it earlier where we said it. Yo, we was like the laws for ICE, agents is changing by the day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Every time you turn around, there's a different rule. You know what I mean? The law, they changing by the day. So it's just like you can't really keep. You need to keep up with it, but it's hard to keep up with it when they're changing every day. I mean, I'm exaggerating every day, but weekly, you know what I mean? Weekly, they're changing the laws of ICE. You know what I mean? And what you can and cannot do.
Because they're a federal situation, they outrank your local law enforcement.
Yeah,
they outrank your state law enforcement. That's why you see these conflicts, and you're like, why are we powerless to stop them? Because they literally outrank the people that are supposed to watch over us and protect us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now you'll see extremes. Obviously, ICE is responsible for 9 murders in 2026.
A lot. I know. You know what I mean? I know.
We know the names.
Y'all see it. I mean, we ain't even got to explain what y'all see on TV. Everybody see what's going on.
I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in 7 years, so I am not abreast. I get little bits from.
I mean, you ain't even got to watch the news. You watch your phone.
No, I don't.
You got to cut it
my
off
algorithm. My algorithm doesn't support. Now I hear about stuff from people, but I don't have any context. So for me, this is an educational moment because I really have no idea.
Yeah.
None of that stuff pops on my algorithm.
Well, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Maybe a lot of people.
Conscious effort. I was like, I'm not about to go crazy. I was very heavy into politics, and I was angry all the time. So I was like, I'm not. I stopped watching The View. I stopped watching, when I say I went cold, I just stopped watching everything. So nothing.
I agree, because a lot of people change their whole life when this stuff went down.
I can't.
You know what I mean? You start losing friends and changing. Looking at people differently.
I'm seeing people that like I said, I know people that are on both sides, and I'm watching them literally argue and pretty much come to fisticuffs, if you could, online over this topic.
It start getting
and
crazy.
I'm like, wait, you're an ICE agent? He identified as something like, yeah, if they do what they're supposed to do, then we wouldn't do this. I'm like, whoa, we?
Yeah.
Like, yikes, man.
That's why you gotta be kind of careful with this.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like if y'all never watch Good Peeps, we don't really talk about a whole lot of politics. You know what I mean? Because for this reason. Like, I don't want to leave the show looking at niggas different. You know what I mean?
And it's hard not to, but it's hard not to. Like my one girlfriend, and it's not about ICE, but I'll make it quick. She was talking about when she's Indian, and she was explaining about the kids or people getting locked in detention centers in cages, and I'm like, a lot of black people aren't as moved because like that's our Tuesday. Like, you know what I mean? Our people have been getting locked in cages for 400 years. So for us, it's not that it's not bad, because anything that's inhumane is wrong, straight up and down. However,
it's almost welcome to our world.
Yeah.
It's our norm. Like
And
we've normalized something like that. So we're not outraged by that, because it's what we're accustomed to. But other people, it's like, how could they do that? And it's like, well, they've been doing it for 400 years, so it's
I like that.
The reaction isn't like, I'm not happy about it, but I mean, if you're upset about that, why are you not upset about the plight of black people that it's been happening to forever, and it still continues to happen? So it's like, you want me to have this outrage, but I can't feel bad for Pepe when Raheem gets locked up too. Like this is our norm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
I can't.
Hey man, that's a good take. Like I said, I feel you both. I feel
That's
that.
tough.
It's wrong all the way around the board. I'm not condoning it, but I'm not going to have the same passion
We
behind
see this
it
all the
that
time.
you expect me to have, because this is our experience.
Yeah.
You know, as
well,
people.
again, it started out with ICE.
So let's I don't mean to cut you off, but I think it's important to say let's get this out the way so people understand where we stand. We do not support any inhumane treatment of people.
Not at all.
At all.
That's crazy.
We don't support murdering unarmed civilians. We do not support excessive force. If you're doing your job to what your job is supposed to be, then that's what you're supposed to do. If you're detaining illegal immigrants who have criminal records, okay, that's your job.
Right.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the excessiveness of what we're seeing out here. And then on top of that, you got to like, is what I'm seeing real? Because AI, that's a whole other monster where you can have your vision
real.
It's an illusion
on things where you don't know, like, is this real?
I don't even want to name my area because it is real, and I don't want to put more heat on my area. But
no, I'm not saying overall. We know that it's real. I'm talking about certain things that you see could be exaggerated to push a certain agenda. You have all these. We talked about the detention centers that were built here stateside years before this even came into play. We talked about this.
All the different, all that's. I mean, this. I was gonna say, black people been catching hell for a long time, and we make a joke out of it. Driving while black, like that's a traumatic. Right. Those are traumatic things that happen to us, and we make a joke about it to cope. But I mean, this is our Tuesdays.
But it is. But the thing to switch off that is, it is a black thing. You know what I mean? Because now, and again, we talked about this when it first came out. I said this shit when we first started. I was like, it started out with that we looking for Mexicans and all of that, Hispanic. You know what I mean? All that shit is gonna lead us to is we're looking for colored folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Colored folks. What's the difference? You know what I mean? And now, like I said, now you see people that ain't even. I'm being honest, y'all better start. You gotta start having your documents with you. You know what I mean? Seriously.
You might have resisted that real ID, but you might want to do it.
Yeah, all that shit, all that you might have to need your documents right now until hopefully this shit calms down.
Remember, we covered this before. Your driver's license does not cut it. Either you have the real ID, you have your passport on you. That is your certified document. The driver's license is not enough. So we rather everybody be prepared. So even if you do get stopped, at least have what you need to have.
Yeah.
At least and don't antagonize the situation. Be smart about that too, because we know that some people want to stir the pot. We do have some overzealous people that want to stir something up to get something kicked off, and nobody's really thinking about the consequences of that. Let's get this out the way. You're not ready to fight what you think you're ready to fight.
Yeah, they not.
They have an agenda, so I mean,
You really not.
yeah.
We need to move. We need to move. We're not talking about laying down. We're talking about being smart.
Yeah.
Choosing your spots. Don't just go out there wilding out and put yourself at risk. And to what end?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like I said. They fooled a lot of people thinking they was gonna use ICE as a thing to get illegal immigrants, gang bangers and what I mean, people like that. Now they running down on mom and pop stores that been around here since we've been little. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that ain't the people we was talking about. We talking, you know what I mean? We talking about them, you know who we talking about. We want the criminals, you know what I mean? Like, them type people, okay. But now, again, it's turning into colored people. Like somebody just said, a man just got killed, black man. Because, yeah, it's like I said, they don't have to have a reason to stop. We think you this. And Frequency bring up a great thing in our meeting. I was ICE. You know what I mean? I was ICE, where we just come in and just take over you know what I mean? We're the military and we don't give a damn about your laws and we don't care. We got everybody backing us. You know what I mean? We got the main niggas that we need backing us. You know what I mean? So we don't care about your law.
What was the budget? Plus $20 million budget?
Yeah.
It was something serious.
Yeah, so
whatever they're funding it is a lot. My bad. I'm severely underestimating that number.
Yeah, it's like I said, I kind of experienced. I wasn't a dirty dude, you know what I mean? I did, I wasn't trying to do no dirty shit, but you see it. You know what I mean?
But you have people that are happy to have a license to, hate to say, kill or a license to do whatever. Yep. You may have a moral ground and you have a foundation, but there's not a lot of people that do.
So are we really putting a primary focus on a key thing you said there? There's people that are itching for a reason to do this or a reason to exercise this type of power. That comes down to a severe lack of training. Because if you're only training for 47 days to handle the public and know how to read a situation, that is not enough.
Even if you had a lot of training, if my agenda or if my mindset, I don't care if I trained for 5 years, if my mindset is that I don't like you and I have a bias, I don't care how much training you have.
Right.
She's cooking.
I have a license to kill, and who gonna check me?
Who gonna check?
My thing is with
nobody.
People, nobody is gonna check you. I just feel like get locked in with whatever faith or whoever you serve, and prepare. Like there's nothing else you can really do. There's the powers that be. There's the laws of the land, and that's just what it is. Protect yourself, protect your family in any way that you can, and that's it. And try not to be overly emotional. If everybody knows that he wants to invoke martial law and he's waiting for people to go ahead and wild out, chill the fuck out and stand down. Like this, he don't give him what he want. Some people want to give you what you want. That's the thing, personality wise. I'm the type of person like I'm not gonna give you what you want. Some people are like, oh no, I'm gonna get. Okay, then you're gonna get what you get.
And that's what I mean by being strategic.
Yeah,
with
like
your
stop
response.
being emotional. Like what? Like why? Because now it just spirals. But you're a part of that. Like control. That's the one thing you can't control is your emotions. Stop. If this is they're feeding everybody all this stuff. They're trying to get you confused. They're trying to get you upset. They're trying to spark something. So stop watching it. Stop. Be very careful with your ingesting. Like sometimes we like the torture. That's just what it is. I'm not watching that shit every day.
You're right.
It's gonna drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Because once my conspiracy bags start going,
yeah,
it don't stop.
like if you're gonna subscribe to it, they're gonna keep giving you what you want. They're gonna keep giving you the toxic shit. Turn something else on.
I promise you, like I know who ICE is. It's them January 6th insurrection people that don't got a job.
The Aquarius is
Nah, yo, that's
not funny, but
that was a great take, yo.
It's
great
just too much. We have the power to control whatever we hear and whatever we want. Yes, it's being informed is one thing, but Like, if you keep subscribing to it, you're going to be angry. Like, I don't want to torture myself every day.
So now I'm on the flip side of this. All right. So ICE, we heard what they do, and we know you said something important, martial law. So it's really leading to that. That's what he's trying to lead it to.
But if you
know
can
what I
see
mean?
it, then
Yeah.
what
That's
you
what
want? Did you go? Here you go.
Yeah, that's what it's trying to lead it to.
What we doing?
But me myself, I think what you say, we need to stand down. They not gonna stand down because this generation is too toxic.
Yes.
It's too toxic already.
So you about to give them what you want?
Yeah, they about to give them
So what you gonna do? Prepare yourself.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
they gonna get what you want, and you gonna get the residuals of it. Prepare yourself. What else? Ain't nothing else you can
this
do.
generation's not helping us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you said.
I'ma mind my business and sip my tea.
Stand down. They not gonna stand down because they too ruthless. You know what I mean? And some of these areas need martial law to get the shit under control. Let's be honest. Some of these people, some of y'all innocent people, don't even feel safe in your own area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to feel safe coming out your house. Some people don't feel safe coming out their house. Those areas will have martial law real soon. You know what I mean? And then people will be like, oh, what about your laws and rights? Once martial law get, me and Frequency just see the paperwork. Once martial law hit, laws and all that shit is out of the window.
It is.
You know?
And we've been conditioned for it. We've been watching movies like The Purge 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7.
Yeah, prepare. Look, you better go get you a security company. You better go get you have to start. And again, we can watch it and we can take it as a joke if you want to. Me personally, I don't want to be around for the apocalypse. Take me out. Like I told you, I'm the weakest link. I don't want to be around if I can't have a quality of life. Some people want to fight the good fight. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
So prepare.
Right.
Hey,
That's all
man.
you can
I don't if you want to be positive, I don't see a positive outcome.
We all gotta go someday. B.
Not the way this is going.
We all gotta go someday.
Yeah. I don't see where you look at it and it's like, you know what? This is a light at the end of the tunnel. No, this shit is getting worse.
But
you know what I mean?
So I'm not a fan
So
of
do
Trump.
you blame him for ICE?
No, this is my thing. I'm not a fan of Trump. However, I'm not a never Trumper either, right?
Yeah, you like me.
So my thing is, even though people don't like him, I call him the annoying coworker. Because even if he tell you something positive, you were like, did you see the way he sneezed? You just don't like him. You're not gonna like anything he say, even if it's something that's helpful to you. So I get why.
You know,
right?
pretty chill. I can work with you.
Yeah, like
I get it. Yeah, I'm
like
the same way.
to me, that's how he is. But I feel like if you look at his history, even though you may not, if you don't understand business or if you don't understand certain things, people are like, oh, well, he had a bankruptcy. Yeah, but that's smart in business.
Yeah.
There are certain things that if you don't understand it, it's not your scope, right?
Yeah,
Right.
But it doesn't mean that he's stupid. He's
Yeah.
not stupid. He's very calculated in what he
Hell yeah.
does. So is he going to go down as the president that ruined America? No, he's not. That would ruin his legacy, right? He's not that dumb. Even though people think they think he is, but that's a strategy. Like people think Kanye crazy. He's not really that crazy if you actually listen to context. Right? So that's one of the things with Trump. There is a bigger picture. We may not see it, but if we step back for a second and stop getting so distracted,
See the
stop
forest for the trees.
yes, and stop focusing on the emotional aspect. What is the bigger picture? He's a legacy person. He has something to prove for real.
Yeah.
He's not going to let his legacy go with I'm the worst president in the world.
Listen, if he
not gonna
can
happen
get
with
this shit safer and cleaned up, oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean,
But
like I said,
you're going to disrupt things before it gets
you
better.
got to. You
but
got to.
I'm just saying, like, and we're also in a like you were saying before, we're in a transitional space when it comes to technology, the way that people are built nowadays.
People
and stuff
can't
like
be
that.
worrying about dead gag. Like, I'm be honest. Like, once it get down, you can't be out here protesting about dead gangbangers that was, messing up the community before. Now we got people coming in, cleaning up.
Well,
you know what that means? It's gonna be a lot of.
There's a reason that people love to go to Tokyo because how beautiful and clean it is.
Yeah.
Something happened to
Bro.
straighten that all up.
But we have people crumping in front of protesting. Like it's
They
like
got
the disconnect.
free
You know what I'm
Pookie
saying?
shirts and shit.
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Like our
This is a
disconnect.
mess.
You have people
This is all a
identifying or
mess.
caring about a they, them, and they instead of the race and putting certain things in front of the bigger picture. So that's why I'm saying, like, we're in a very
So at the end of the day, are you for ICE? You don't know, right?
I honestly do not have enough information. Even though you explained, I still don't have enough context to give my response. I'm not for anything.
Because you know where they're basically saying, are you? Because we talking about where it's going to lead to. You know what I mean? It's all fake.
I don't know where it's going to lead to.
I mean, we don't. We know we're not fortune tellers, but you know what I mean. But if you did the history, you know, you gotta have. You know, you got your pawns, and then you know, then the rest of the jokers come. Like it is.
So
like,
if it's created before Trump, right?
I think it was martial law.
It was created before Trump. It was still active in Obama's era. We have to look at the bigger picture. So
this is chess.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know enough about the stuff to give context, and I'm a context person. So I don't know enough to give a honest response to that. I just know I'm not for anything inhumane. But I do understand that, yes, we do have to drain the swamp. We did have a lot of ill shit going on the last,
we don't have secure borders at all.
Did we ever? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. We don't.
Yeah, like I mean,
we don't have it at all.
But
we never had it.
At the end of the day, this is what they want. They don't want a secure border. Like it's not like.
Because a secure border stuff.
We make too much money, right? So it's like the illusion of something. Like it's stupid. Yeah. We're not gonna ever have that. So, but it's a talking point. You know what I'm saying? So why are we worried about it?
I think like you said, him going down in history, it ain't a whole lot of shit.
Am I yelling?
No, you good.
No, you great. Him going down in history, he ain't gotta be good at everything. He just gotta be good at one thing, and that one thing will be him making America safer again. You know what I mean? Like seriously, safer. Like
that's gonna depend on who's telling that story.
That's what I was gonna say.
It is.
Put it this way: you're military, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You're not, right?
Right.
So your perception is there's a lot of privilege that we don't know because we're not. We haven't been in the trenches like you have, right? Yeah. So you trying to explain if we are open to listening and learning, that's one thing. But we go to sleep peaceful. You probably can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not
the watchman on the wall.
Right. So you're going to have a whole bunch of people that's going to be opposing just because there's not their scope.
Yeah.
And we have to be okay with that.
Yeah, I can dig it. That's a good take too.
So,
they killing it. You killing it.
And that's exactly why we full circle on. We're just against the inhumane behaviors of it because in that ICE group, I know there are people that are doing their job because somebody posted earlier detainees that are in Bridgeton, and all of their jackets had sexual assault. They were sexual offenders. They all had criminal history.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so this is doing their job. What we're seeing on national news in Minneapolis, that's not doing their job. So you have the extremes on
both sides.
Even when with law enforcement, like every cop is not a bad cop. There's way more good cops than there are.
Right.
It's just that one apple spoils the bunch.
Yeah,
it's like we got to identify. No, it's that person. That person is not them. It's that person. Like you said, bigger scope.
But it's easier to live in absence. It's easier to blame people for everything instead of getting to know people, so I went to a debate party last year, and they were like, "Do you think it's going to get better?" And I'm normally like a optimistic person, but I said we live in an artificial intelligence time now.
You can't believe what you see.
So no, everything is a fact. You can debunk anything. You can debunk facts. For real. So how does it get better if lies are true?
Yeah, I already told
you. It doesn't.
I don't see no light at the tunnel.
I can make a video of you being somewhere else right now.
Right.
And it looks legit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So no, to me, no, it's not going to. We had a better time maybe 20 years ago. But now, no, unfortunately, it's not. And we're in a different, I mean, I'm not going to get too far left, but we're in a different portal and everything, too. Things are moving faster. It's not that we're just getting older and people are like, oh, time goes by fast. No, we live in a completely different portal now.
It's the Matrix.
So,
yeah.
Would you, all right, take away ICE, would you agree to martial law?
I know about martial law, but I don't know. I feel like if it's in the right hands, it makes sense. Because I feel like we kind of had that with COVID. We kind of had martial law and COVID.
No, that ain't martial law.
We had a taste
had-
of
we
martial
had some
law and
guides.
COVID.
That ain't martial
We had
law.
some
No,
guys.
but that's
in
what I'm
COVID.
saying.
Martial law is military coming through
Martial
No,
law is
shit.
But some
tanks.
people's places, it did.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
maybe
got,
It did.
I got scared about
They had
martial
tanks
law
coming down the
They
roads
said the
and
last
everything.
time a
in
martial
Houston.
No,
In Houston, so this is 2021. I went to Houston, and they had it wasn't even, like you remember how we saw the long slow trains when we were young in school. It would take 5 hours to drive by.
What?
It was tanks
oh, tanks just
rolling by. I was like,
by.
I've never seen so many tanks in real life in my life
But
right
they
now.
saying-
What is going on?
They saying the last case of real martial law, like real, was when Katrina hit, and they had to bring them jokers over
Oh,
there to New Orleans. That was the last real case of martial
No,
law.
I get that,
You know
but what I'm saying is in COVID, there were a lot of places that you couldn't do this, you could not do that. That you would get in trouble. Like you couldn't.
Yeah,
wasn't-
Those are rules.
Being in before the lights
I'm-
is. No, I'm talking about martial law when they bring in, like we saying, like tanks. They
There
got
was tanks that
military.
were- there was tanks.
Yeah, it's like clearing streets out for real. Like they ain't really did that yet. Like and they haven't. They haven't. Like you could tell why these cities is moving. They bring, like I said, me myself. I think you get what you get. You ask what you get for. You know what I mean?
I kinda
So that's the area you live in, and it's real kind of, you know. Again, we ain't gonna even name your states because you know what states I'm talking about. Cities.
Mhm.
If you got one of them cities like that, and martial law hits you, you brung it on yourself. You know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at it. As a military guy, if my family can't walk out the house, because these niggas ain't got no codes no more. It ain't like they
That's the scary part.
you know what I mean? It used to be criminals had codes. You know what I mean? Like they did they shit to each other. They wasn't
Leave the
popping.
women and kids alone. We over here with it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Nah, it ain't no code now. So it's getting crazy.
Everybody's an opportunity.
They shooting up church, like running in churches, shoot churches up. Like
They're opportunists and they're
What the
emotional, and there's
hell?
no guidance. There's so many. These kids don't care. They don't see the value. And the thing, I think the disconnect is like we had what is that? And I don't want to even say morals, but we had people that spewed enough things into us where we were scared. They're not really scared of
hell nah.
anything.
These niggas scared. They scared. We scared
They're
of them.
not. Yeah, like they're not. They feel like they are untouchable. And even if you had that at our ages, it still was a little. There was a little fear that
There
was
was
instilled in you.
fear.
They're
There was
not
fear
scared of
and
anything.
reverence, but that's the byproduct of leaders not leading. When you take the structure out of things,
Yeah.
when you replace it with
Bro, they shooting at the
TV
cops. When did you
and
ever
let
hear
everything else
niggas
raise.
like
Because guess what? The cops are
shooting-
just men
I-
and women. They're
yeah,
not.
they
I mean, it's a
But-
shield.
and-
Like,
but this-
what am I scared for?
But this is the other side of where Sugar Will's point for martial law in those areas makes sense, because UYNs are so unruly. You're
Right.
terrorizing
terrorizing the
people?
neighborhood. So now,
Yeah, I'm
being
I don't disagree.
that you weren't receptive to the act right that you were supposed to get,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a different type of act right.
Yeah.
But then to their defense,
What defense? There's no defense.
no.
We
no,
just said martial law
no,
coming, the
no,
laws is
no,
going.
no, what I'm saying
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that technically, right, the police or the law is supposed to serve and protect, right? They work for us, is what their job.
Yeah,
technically,
yeah.
We're
right?
over
That's-
them now.
No,
We
no,
are.
But I
That's-
know, but I'm saying that's their job, right?
Whose job?
But that's what I'm saying.
They didn't
You
work.
weren't-
It
you
didn't
weren't-
work.
No, I know.
You
but,
weren't receptive to the act right
Yeah.
that you were getting,
But
so I'm
you're-
gonna give you a different time.
But you're not my parent to tell me to act right. What I'm saying is that
And that's
your
the
job
problem.
to me, if I as a police, let me just use the police. As
Uh-huh.
a police officer, you're a public servant. Your job is to serve and protect me. If you're not serving and protecting me, you're not my parent. So you can't tell me what to do.
I can tell you what to do if you're putting your neighbor in danger.
But no, I'm not.
Because I got to serve and protect them too. I'm not just here for you.
Are we still talking about we're in martial law status now?
No, I'm talking about. I'm telling you
regularly.
why sometimes they have the mentality like I'm
we're
not
talking
scared.
martial law. What's martial law come? There's no rules.
What I'm saying is that they have.
What are you saying?
So what I'm saying is overall, right? As black people, when we get stopped by a police officer, we respond a certain way, right? Yeah. But we all know that the others don't necessarily respond the same way, right? Okay. Because they know their rights, right? That this is what we know to be true. Yeah. Right? Yeah. There's a certain level of respect that they will give, but they know their rights, so that you're not just going to talk to me anyway because you're not my parent. Black people will allow, because of this situation, which we understand why, we will allow them to talk to us like there are parents. Okay. So what I'm saying is that this younger generation is like, I have freedoms and I'm going to exercise my freedoms. They're
going to die.
I get it, but it's at their expense. So, but what I'm saying is
you got to train them not to be that way.
Right, but they're not always 100% wrong, because they have freedoms, and if we allow them to take away all those freedoms, we're already you're already basically putting yourself under a dictatorship.
Double A just said it. You gotta just play it smart.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm telling you why they have this thing.
I hear you fair and all of that. I get it. It's not fair. I'm telling you, all that fair business.
I don't disagree, but this is why they have the mindset. Like, I have freedoms. Who are you to tell me whatever? And they're right.
And that's
unfortunately, that's also what's going to get you in trouble.
This is where you're wrong. You're antagonizing. I have free. I've watched tapes where people just come out snapping like, why don't you just cooperate first? Because people of color aren't the only people that go through that.
I know. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Let me see. The stuff I see. Okay. They coming out guns blazing. What do you think is going to happen here?
Right, but then you look at the guy. What's it? Philando Castro, and he did everything right, and they still.
But again,
but
that's why I say.
So some people
we're
are
not
like,
talking about
damned if you do, you damned if you don't.
You gotta go with the damned if you do first.
I'm gonna go with the damned if you do. But I'm just saying, like, this is why they're like, well, fuck. I'm not saying what I want to say.
I'm making sure I'm covering my bases here.
Yeah.
You have the extremes on both sides. You have the ones doing their job the right way, and you have the ones that aren't.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
You got some people are very trigger happy.
It's some bad ones, some good ones, but
they waiting for
there's
you
way
to
more.
get
There's way more good than there is bad, but the bad always outweigh the good. Like, negative news always outweighs good news. You can have the best day in the world. We can have the best show in the world. We can have 5,000 comments, and we have one negative one. Yeah. What comment we gonna be thinking about the entire night?
I don't care. No.
The negative one. That's gonna take precedence over everything. Right. Not the other 4,999 good things. Right. The one bad thing.
Right.
We get hung up on that one bad thing, and we just multiply it. We multiply it to the fact where trust is gone. There's civil unrest. All we have people doing is cycling the same feed over and over and over again. My thing is, if you're going to choose your side, stand on it.
Right.
But know what you're talking about. Understand what side you're choosing. Just have all the information so you're not making the wrong choice. Because the worst thing you can do is make a choice based off of bad information.
Correct.
And now you put yourself in a bad position that you can't come back from.
But that's the part that's scary, because you don't know if that bad information is accurate.
I just don't like that they brung something in that just only affect colored people. You know what I mean? Like, this shit, it just shows you that, it's a motive behind it. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. You know what I mean?
But it can't even be to get rid of black people.
No, I didn't even say that. I'm just saying it doesn't. As a whole, it doesn't help everybody. As a whole, it's not here to help everybody. It's here to really hurt colored people, because that's who's being affected.
Colored people? Because not necessarily.
Yeah, I know. I'm considering myself colored people. Like, I think I can drive out here right now and get pulled over by ICE, and they be like, "I need to see your paperwork."
We saw a post earlier today that they was pulling people over on 295 asking for documents.
Yeah, I do think that. You know what I mean? I do. That's what I'm saying. This shit ain't just one type of person. You know what I mean? It could be, if you colored, you might be affected by this shit. You know what I mean? So it ain't. I didn't come in here with the they you know it's gonna affect Mexicans or Hispanic. No, man. Once I told you, like I said, we had a show already about this, but it was early in it. You know what I mean? I was like, this shit is gonna start affecting.
So they coming for us,
Colored
next.
people. You know what I mean? Not just Hispanics and all this. We try to keep criminals out. No, there's a motive behind this shit.
The only reason why I don't feel like it'll affect black people to a certain extent is because we're the biggest consumers. It would cripple the economy to really mess with us. But
it does affect us.
I don't think so. I'm not saying it doesn't affect us, but I don't think.
They getting pulled over too.
Yeah, but
and then some of them niggas getting pulled over that ain't good.
But what I'm saying is,
you know what I mean?
What she's saying is we already getting pulled over.
Yeah, what I'm saying is economically, people keep forgetting that black people, period, not people of color, black people are the biggest consumers. If you take away the black dollar and the consumers, you're crippling this economy.
Let's be honest. Everybody that's getting pulled over ain't right? You know what I mean? They ain't correct. Let's be honest.
No, I'm not.
So everybody that's getting pulled over, I'm telling you what's going down.
Right,
They're getting pulled over. Now this nigga got a warrant.
But that was us anyway.
But I'm saying is more. They giving more opportunity for us to be pulled over now. Now it's like, we was looking for Mexicans. Now it's colored people. Now you know what I mean. Now they can actually say,
Will Sanchez. My name is Brian.
Will Sanchez.
I don't agree. But again, we were always getting pulled over.
I get it
because
I was one of those people getting pulled over.
People laugh at me, but I'm dead ass.
I get pulled over. Yeah, I do. Yeah, we get driving while black. I get it. We've been through this all. Like I said, but I don't want black people to think this ain't about them either.
I don't feel like it is about black people.
Okay, that's where we different. You know what I mean?
I don't have enough information.
That's where we
I'm
different.
just gonna be.
I seen a couple black couples over in my area pulled over, and I seen it was ICE. I knew they was black people, but they colored. Let's see.
I don't feel like
we're gonna take our chances with this car right here. You know what I mean? Like I said, you better have your paperwork.
I don't think it's our fight. I feel like
okay, keep thinking it.
And
you look like you could get pulled over. You know what I mean?
Oh man!
I pull this wig off. They know I'm black.
You look like you better have your paperwork on you and shit. I'm just saying, yo. It can get. I don't know where you live, but nigga, they pulling over black people too. You know what I mean? ICE. You know what I mean?
See how this hair kink up? This is melanin.
Yeah, black people are getting pulled over as questions about from ICE. You know what I mean? They are. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying.
So how are we not affected?
I don't think that it's our fight.
How are we not affected then?
I just don't think it's our fight. But again, I don't have enough.
Okay.
I don't think economically it would be stupid. And overall, Trump is a businessman, straight up and down. That's first and foremost. He is an opportunist, and he is a businessman, and he is not going to cripple this economy by fucking with black people too much.
I don't agree with you, but hey, everybody got their own opinions. You said don't affect.
Read the art. Matter of fact, read and people may not agree. Read the art of the deal. A lot of the stuff that's been going on in this administration is in the book.
I
he
believe
did over
my
30
eyes
years ago.
I see this though. You gonna tell me my eyes lying though? Because I see
your eyes. Yes, nowadays,
believe
yes,
half of what
is.
you see.
Yes,
nigga live, not on phones.
No, the DEI did not affect black people. Just like the insurrection didn't affect black people. That's why we stood down during the insurrection because it wasn't our fight. We stood down during the DEI thing because it wasn't our fight. And guess what? Now they trying this shit. But again, it's not our fight.
But
no,
yeah,
the DEI, black women benefited the least from the DEI. That's why even Tabitha Brown, when she was like, this ain't us, y'all. The people that benefited the most from the DEI thing was white women.
We can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
We can't hear you.
You can't be going back and forth.
I'm not saying that there's not going to be some what they say casualties, but this is not the majority. They want to get us. They want to get our numbers, but at the end of the day, we did not. When we stood down, now they got to try something else because it didn't work. They're used to us being so emotional about everything. But when you chill the fuck out and really sit and look, like this is not for us.
I don't know about the DEI and all that. We talking about ICE. You saying this don't affect black people. I disagree.
So let's
You know what I mean? I disagree.
let's take a step back and connect the dots for a second. So I like what he said about DEI. Here's the thing. It's a chess board. We are always playing checkers on a chessboard. These plans have been hundreds of years in the making.
Yeah.
Step by step. They're when I say they're playing chess, they're playing past their lifetime. We're playing for today, maybe for tomorrow, hopefully for our kids. No, we're playing against somebody who's playing generations down the line, and they're following a step-by-step sequence that is a spider web where all these plays are connected. But because we're playing checkers, we're not understanding the chessboard, what's going on. That connects to this connects to that connects to this. Like the reason I read what ICE is about, because so many people saying that Trump did this.
Right.
No, ICE was 2003.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a long play. Nobody even thought about ICE when this was announced in 2003. We didn't think nothing of it. But here it is, 2024, 2025, 2026. Something that was put in play 23 years ago is in full motion now at the top of the food chain beneath the military.
I didn't say it was about black people.
No, I'm not
No, not you. I'm just saying. I didn't say. I just want to correct myself. I didn't say it was about black people. I said black people are affected by it. You know what I mean? It's a big difference.
Because
It's a difference.
we're intertwined in the fabric. We can't not ever be affected, but it's not our fight, and we're so used to.
Not our fight is one different. That's something different.
No,
Yeah,
it's not. It's not though, because they're trying to get. They're just like when we were talking about the women's movement. The women's movement wasn't our fight as black women. They used us for the numbers, right? But if you ask a bunch of people, they'll make it seem like we were at the forefront, and we were not, and we were not included. We get coped up into this because it's an easy narrative
It boosts
to
the
go
numbers.
with. Right?
It's a
I'm
lot.
trying to think of the best way. Because people want to insert us to use us. But with the whole insurrection thing, and we are more informed, and we're not as emotional in certain things. That's my. There's not going to be some casualty, but this is not. I still feel like this is not our fight. And yes, it's an emotion because you're dealing with human beings.
I'm going to agree with you and disagree with you at the same time as we bring this to a close.
Yeah.
You hear left wing, right wing, not a color play. They use these things to turn everybody against each other. And House Negro against Field Negro. We were all in prison, but my pain is more than yours. And my imperative.
Right.
We're all in the same cell, but we're fighting for king position in the cell, not realizing that it's only a handful of people. Why? The play hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It's just on a larger scale now. Men versus women, middle class versus poor, not knowing that we're all poor, and it's all a shell game. And it's
said the
it's
pain
about all of us.
Olympics. It ain't the
The
pain.
pain, it
Olympics.
is.
That's causing the pain.
That's why I said the main thing that we all is everybody wants a quality of life. Your quality may be better than or different than my quality, but it's still a quality. Everybody has different goals and aspirations or a way that they want to live. But most of the time, you just want to be able to take care of you.
True.
That's what's up. Well,
And with that said, it's
yo,
cold outside.
It's cold. Hey, listen,
Who think
before
who
we
out
leave,
this year?
again, AA, 14th, brother.
February 14th, only a couple weeks away. This R&B
fun.
battle between Sugar Will, Pretty Chill, and AA. It's going to be a fun time. DJ Frequency, he's going to shift from show producer to show producer. Going to set the tones, going to set the mood. There's going to be some beverages there available too. This is a very tough topic that we had to talk about. We got to read the room. Of course, we wanted to be our But
Y'all
we gotta read the room. This is important for us to have this dialogue. We thank y'all, Good Mom, for being there with us.
For real.
We know this is a tough conversation to have, but we have to have the dialogue has to start.
You know what I mean? We love to hear y'all opinions.
This ain't scripted.
Yeah, this ain't scripted. You know what I mean? Again. I ain't gonna hold
She was on fire.
Sorry,
Definitely
I told you
has.
that's why I just stopped watching politics. I was angry.
Yeah, you had some good takes. You know what I mean? But again, I'm a military guy. I like to be able to go somewhere and wake up and be safe. So if but
Baby,
nah.
chitty,
go get
bang,
ready.
bang.
But nah, you know what I mean? Ice Kid, you know, you might love what they doing, you might not love what they doing. You feel like it's going nowhere. You know what I mean? It started getting worse. Like you said, we talked, it was in the very beginning. We ain't really know what it was, what this was leading to. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I mean? That's
And prepared, y'all.
Yeah, prepared, be safe.
Get your That's the document. Your driver's license ain't going to cut it.
And mail from your house ain't going to do it. You know what I mean? Mail, how, you know, I got my work ID.
This is Atlantic City electric bill.
Your ass will be in prison trying to get out. You know
With
what
the
I mean?
Atlantic City electric bill.
But it might be smart to at least have some kind of good documents with you, way the world rolling right now. Who knows? You know what I mean?
No, just
Good.
be safe, y'all. Safe.
Double A, you?
Yeah, I'm going to close you out with a vibe from the album. And then got to play her record tonight, Sex You Up. From Ice Ice Baby to Sex You Up. That's a wild transition. But we going to do it. Sex You Up, State of the Union. Let's go.
Backs and shit.
At all.
You got shovel backs back.
You over here dancing like Bill Cosby.